Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. I hope everybody has had a great week and a wonderful weekend so far. This is Sunday, and yes, I am like a whole week pretty much behind, but I have a lot of things planned yet. I got kind of a glare, sorry, in my glasses. I have quite a bit planned for this week. The weather is going to be fantastic this week, unlike that last week, this last week, which is why you really haven't seen me. So our weather got down to, like the other morning, it was 7 degrees. So I've, outside of a couple of days, which I still had to get out, even though she didn't have school. There was 2 days that my daughter didn't have school. We've had a lot of snow, a lot of snow, and a lot of like super teens, and like I said, 7-8 degrees in the morning, that kind of a thing. So it's been extremely rough on me, to say the least. Y'all, I was barely functioning this last week, as far as I was doing mostly the least amount of what I needed to do in each given day to just try to get the things done that literally had to be done. And that was pretty much it, outside of crochet, because I did a lot of crocheting since I was sitting a lot and just trying to take care of myself, because like I said, I have really, it's not been good. My pain was really, really bad. I just felt, well, when I have a flare up, like I just generally feel sick. So it's, like exhaustion, and you feel chills, and it's like having a cold basically. And also I was going to bed very early for the most part this last week, because it was like, just get done what needs to be done and we're going to bed. So that's pretty much where things have been. Now, like I said, I have done a lot of crocheting, so I do have a lot of things to show you, not specifically in this video, because I decided to break it up into 2 videos. I'm just going to show you WIPS in this video, because I kept kind of crunching along and kept completing things, basically getting things done, which was great, but I want to throw those in a different video, because I don't want this video to be an hour long currently. I'm trying to get this video done so I can get this up, because I am making a pot of chili and I need to go check that before too long. So it's at the point everything is put together and I'm just waiting for it to simmer for a bit. So, and then I have numerous other things yet to do too. So I wanted to get this done within here, this little bit of time, while I still have beautiful daylight out, because it is trying to get darker out. And it's still getting dark now around, before 7, but at least not by 5 o'clock it's dark. So thank the Lord, we are getting closer to spring. I am thrilled with that. The temperatures are supposed to be wonderful this week. Even the temperatures night are supposed to be 30 something, around 40 degrees even. So several nights anyway. So daytime temperatures 50, 40s to 50s type of thing, or so, even up to almost 60. So I'm thrilled with all that. I apologize for this cat. Why are you up here? Okay, hold on. No, he's gonna leave on his own. That's odd, because he never gets up here. Okay, anyway. So I will show you what I'm working on, which it currently isn't a whole lot, because we've gotten towards the end of the week. Like I said, I actually finished several things that I will be showing you tomorrow. Like I said, I just didn't want to put that all in the same video, because I didn't want to have an hour-long video, and I have numerous other videos that I had planned for last week that I want to get done, and then also then for this week as well. So I'm trying to catch up here, y'all. So I showed you my peppermint sweater. That's what I'm calling it, peppermint sweater, that I have been working on. So now I've started on the sleeves. So I will show you what I have, and then I'll tell you what I have done and what I'm going to do. But anyway, so here is the sweater. Here is my sleeve. Now I started out, this is all, I only have like, what, like 7 rows. I think I'm on, am I on row 8? I don't know. I got like 7 rows. Anyway, so I started out doing the sleeves separate. I started doing it, I frogged it back like 3 times. I still didn't really like it in relation to this sweater, and there was reasons why as for that. So I actually just went ahead and frogged all that out earlier, because this is just not how I want this to work with the body that I already have done. So now I've decided, you know, I just started up here at the armhole and started doing it that way, which is perfectly fine. I have done some decreases even though it looks huge. So here's my point though, it still looks huge. And I thought it could be okay. I keep going, but that's kind of a waste of yarn too, because obviously, first of all, this is all I have left for yarn, okay? Which I already knew, yes, I'm gonna have to buy some more. But what I'm saying is, like, now I've decided I'm still going to go ahead. I've actually frogged this back a couple of times too, but I'm going to frog this all the way back to row, like where I connected to the sweater, and start again, because I need to like majorly decrease like on the next row, instead of, it's basically trial and error, y'all, okay? I'm like, no, this is still not what I want, so it's fine. I'm going to frog this back and then majorly decrease, because I don't need, you see, like I don't need, and I haven't put this back on with this because I thought about that too. I mean, I thought, you know, I could probably technically leave, I can't get a hold of this, okay. I could probably technically leave that, okay. But clearly, you know, the way I was thinking of decreasing is basically not what I want, okay? So I was trying to like slowly decrease, but that's really not going to work for what I want. So I want to take this all the way back to, like I said, where I connected here, and then drastically decrease and then go from there, because once I get like down here, you know, I'm going to want to, because I want like tapered sleeves. So I'm going to have to then, you know, decrease some more, because clearly, like my wrist is not very big, you know, like I can almost touch with both fingers around my wrist. So clearly I don't want, you know, my wrist to be, well, I say that, I mean, I could have it, like if I, like this, the one I made last year, now that was increases instead, where it made it all frilly at the end, and that's fine, but that's not what I'm wanting for this. I wanted more of a tapered wrist, you know, down here at my wrist. So it's no problem. It's, you know, again, it's trial and error like everything else, and this is how you learn. So I'm not even feeling upset about the frogging at this point. I've gotten over kind of pretty much the frogging, because if I don't like the way something is looking, or if it's not the way that like I'm envisioning it, I mean, this is my sweater, so if I don't like this, then, you know, I'm going to take it back to fix it, basically. So there's that. And so here in a couple of days, because I am going to try to sit down and work on this again a little bit, once we get later in the evening here, after we've had dinner and we've done all the other stuff and things that we need to do tonight. That's kind of my time, you know, and then I don't feel, you know, like I'm trying to hurry up and do something, try to thing, or type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I could leave that bigger and have, you know, I thought about that, kind of slowly decreasing and make this more like a bell, almost like a flared out type of a sleeve, and then even bring it in a little more towards them. But I really wanted, like, you see how this sweater is, like, this is not, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, y'all. What is wrong with you, huh? Okay. But see, this sweater here is not like from here to here, which is, this is, you know, the armhole. This is where it's connected right there. So, you know, I don't need, oh, now she's taking my chair. I don't need that big there. Come here. Oh my goodness. Yes. She just doesn't even realize I'm recording, y'all. She's, no, don't touch that, okay? Don't do that. She's a kitten. And she is, her and her brother, like, I love them, but they are very, very rambunctious, y'all. They drive me crazy. Okay, so moving on. I am making a pair of socks. This is only one sock. Pair of slipper socks. So this is only one sock because, now obviously this one sock is done. Now I've made some others that I will show you tomorrow. But this one, well, I say that one pair that I made is exactly like this. This set's for my daughter. So I have a pair exactly like that. If you can see those little pieces of pink in there. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and it's called Crushed Raspberry. And it's just basically like a cream color with little speckles of like hot pink in it. So I made one pair of socks with one skein, one full skein. And then I started on hers. I got another, so I got 3 socks completed. And then this is why this is still a WIP. I got only that much, and I don't have another skein. I don't have another skein of this. So I will have to get another skein of this. I figure that will be next weekend because my daughter will be going to her dad's next weekend, and then I will be able to stop. Well, maybe not. That's right. I forgot. She reminded me they're not open on Sunday. We'll have to see how we can do that. It might not be till the weekend after, because I don't have to have this in a hurry, but I do want to finish the other sock. In the meantime, I ended up making her another pair of socks. But again, I'll show you that tomorrow. So that's not a big deal. So I got 2 sets of socks completed, and then 1 sock and a partial. Now, the sock pattern is, I learned this sock pattern from Llama Mama Kayla, and I will link that in the description box. I made a pair before, if you've been following my channel, watching along. I did make a pair, and it wasn't this last Halloween. It would have been Halloween 2023 that I made them, but I showed them last year in 2024 at some point. So I have those done. I'm not even sure where they are, but I needed to make a bunch more pairs, and it's been so cold. I still want to make several more pairs because I need them. So there's that. Again, I will link she actually has 2 different videos with showing that. So I will link both of those in the description box on that. Now, another thing is, and I will show you this really quick, even though I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail. So, a couple weeks back, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was working on a gnome. And so, being I got the kit, the actual kit for that, I have the pattern now. So, I have started on, this is just the body. So, the body is done. That looks droopy, but I promise you can't see. But when it's when it sits on the table, it sits flat. So here's the body of this is the second gnome. I finished the other gnome. I'm going to show you that real quick, but that's going to be another video too, because I want to talk about this more and not in this video. Here's a little picture of how my gnome turned out. And there's issues with that, but anyway, it's done. Okay, so I'm making a second one. I know I can do this a lot better. This was like a whole new, of course, area for me. I don't do really amigurumi a whole lot, and so I mean, it's not really too bad, but the hat is really messed up. So again, I'll talk about that later, but I started another one, so the body is done. I have to look and see, because if there was not more of this like nude color that's on his nose and his hands and feet, if there's not more of that, I'm gonna have to find a yarn that I can use. Actually, I know what I think I could use. I'll have to look and see. But anyway, because that's the next thing, to be making the feet and the legs and that, and the nose. So anyway, so that's basically it for WIPS. Like I said, I have finished numerous things, and I will be showing you those tomorrow, because I have a bunch, and I'm kind of in crunch for time, even though that video will probably be done today, but not put up till tomorrow. So anyway, that is what I have for currently for WIPS. And I know I have to go through too and recollect everything that I've already finished, because it's a mess here. So anyway, I hope y'all have had a fantastic weekend. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and bye now. God bless.